Morning, welcome back to Alan's Allotment. It's the April the 2nd, and yes, I'm a bit behind everybody else, but I'm not too fussed because, like I said, if I don't have what I need at the time, we've got the garden centre. But I do prefer to grow my own. But this year I'm running behind because of doing the project up there with the shed. That Tony very kindly came and helped them. Got all the back area around behind there, the barrel set up that you've seen in the last video. So I'm not too fussed and I'm not going to stress over it, but now we can just, actually Tony's back up again today and he's just clearing. There was one last job I had forgot about, and it was just clearing around the back of one of those sheds. There was a bit of junk had just been through around the back of there out of sight, and he's actually cleaning all that area up for me now, and I'm going to wood chip down the back of there at a later date. It's not urgent. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm just repotting the tomatoes that we grew in the battery operated heat mat propagator that worked a treat. Now they didn't all come up, but we did get, out of the 8 in here, we got 6. And these are the Crimson Crush. And as you can see, they're getting a little bit on the leggy side now. Everybody knows how to do this, or most people do. And all I'm doing is potting them into a bit larger pots now and burying them a little bit deeper so the root structure can get even better. And I'm basically getting these potted on because they need it now. I can see that the peas are just starting to poke their heads up. And some of the stuff in here is as well. I'll give you a look at that later when I'm finished doing this. So basically all I'm going to do is get on with potting these up. Now I've got some of these 4-inch pots half filled. I haven't compacted it or pressed it down. I've literally just sprinkled it in half full. And all I'm doing is popping out the tomatoes, and I'm making a hash of this as usual. When you're on camera, I've done the last ones, no bother. And there we are. And all I do is sit that in there, find the level we need, make a little hole in that compost we put in there till we get it down to where I want it to be. A gentle press in. Excuse me. And then all I'm doing is I put a bit of compost around the sides and give it a tap. And now a very, very, very light pressing down, because I want to keep air in these pots now that these are getting on and let the roots get established. So, and I mean very, very lightly pressing that down. And that's it. Then we're going to crack on and do the other 2 that we've got here. Right, it's now 32 degrees in here. It's absolutely roasting. So yes, we've got lots of stuff coming on here. We've got lettuces, too many, way too many. The peas, sugar snap. I think you can just see them starting to pop their heads through. That's my exhibition onions at the back. A couple of purple spring onions and 2 lettuces there. In here we put pak choy, 2 trays, or 2 cells, just scattered them, multi-sown. I put the sun gold in, I think it was about 10 seeds in there that Danny sent me, into those 2 modules. We'll thin them out if they come up. Melon, F1, my own seed. Lettuce mix, 2 modules. Melon, Hale's Best, put 8, 4 in each cell, thereabouts. And then I've got my snowball cauliflower coming on here quite healthily. These need to go out shortly. Then in here we've got, I'm not going to take the lid back off, but we've got a number of peas all starting to sprout in there, predominantly just peas in there. In here I've got, I've planted some more purple spring onions right through, and then I've planted some Spring Sun sweet corn, that Rising Sun sweet corn up there, sorry. And then we've got Earliest of All sweet corn up there. Early bird, sorry, not Earliest of All. Then I've got honeydew melons in here to see whether they work. In here we've got 2 sets of peas. In here I've got pea sugar snap delicate and pea sugar snap delicate. There's 2 trays in there. I just want to show you these trays here. Down in Morrison's today, I couldn't not get these. These are every bit as good as the hard plastic tops. The trays were £1 and the lids were £2, and they had 4 left, so I bought the lot. Absolutely, they've got the vents on the top, the proper propagators, but you can't quite get 2 of these modularised. See, you can see the lid won't go on, but they'll sit over the top like that. But you can get 2 of the square type in there. So yeah, even if they're only used for those. And then we've got my tomatoes in here as well, which is the what we potted on into 4-inch pots. And we've got some lettuces here that won't be long till they're going out as well. So really productive day. Let's show you what Tony's been on with now. So Tony's put me this board in here and all the cardboard. We've extended it so we've got a nice straight edge to run the lawnmower down all the way now and across here. We recardboarded this. We've got all the citrus trees and our little ornamental trees, everything all in there now, tidy in one place. I don't have to keep moving them. We've obviously got the black currants planted in the ground, and we've got the raspberries planted in the ground. So that's a cracking job he got done there. And then he finally cleared this area I've been threatening to do for 2 years. He's cleared all of this area right down the back of the sheds now and put me some membrane down. We haven't got any more wood chip, but that's just wants a bit more membrane at the bottom, and this is ready to wood chip all the way down as well to make it maintenance free. Need to get a post in there to straighten this fence back up again. There's one snapped off at the bottom, so we need to get that done. So another sterling job he's done for me today. Now in him doing this, allowed me to get all of the plants that was left on here off here as well. Right, I managed to get some of these potted up after all. So what I've done is I've basically just got some of these 12-inch plant pots, and I've put a mixture of different ones in here. Pansies and well, they look like a carnation. I'm not sure what they are. I can't see the label, I haven't got my glasses on. Pansies and lobelia, I think that's what they call them. And there's just them 4 there now, needing to be potted up, but I've run out of compost, so we need some more compost to get the rest of them in. So they've just all had a good watering now, and we'll just leave them to get on with it. Right, another fantastically productive day, thanks to Tony. I've just been potting, doing the seeds and planting those couple of plants. It took quite a long time to do, but I mean, we've been stopping and having a chat and a laugh and a giggle and a cup of coffee and a bite to eat, and but yeah, absolutely cracking day. The allotment is finally at a place now where I can just come up and mess about, planting seeds, etc. So I'm a little bit behind this year, but with some things, but not them all. And yeah, when I say that, years ago we didn't start planting till April and March and April, sorry. We didn't have polytunnels and things like that, so it was March or April before you were able to put anything out in the ground anyway. So you know, probably not late. I'm just late by today's standards, or where I could be. But then I don't know, part of me thinks if you plant later, when the weather has picked up, at the time of the year they're designed to be planted, they tend to just catch up anyways, and yeah, that's just my theory. If you differ, then let me know in the comments down below. Right, as always, I'm just going to have a cup of coffee and then I'm going down home for something to eat. Thanks for all your likes, comments, dislikes, subscriptions, suggestions, donations. It really is appreciated. If it's your first time here, think about hitting that big subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. Then the little bell icon, select all, and that will alert you every time I put up a new video. Thanks for popping along today and viewing the video. I really do appreciate it. As always, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe and be practical and keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again in the next video.